Alright guys, so the way this thing functions is that there's a string or a thread connected to the striker over here, and that thread is also connected to the trigger over here. So whenever I press on the trigger, that force is transferred onto the striker, then it will move it upwards. So when I press the trigger like this, see the striker too will move upwards. So let's watch it over here. So the thread is connected over here, that is the thread connected to the striker over here, and that same thread is connected to the trigger over here. So whenever I press the trigger, it pulls the striker in that direction. So let's see, I'm going to press the trigger. 3, 2, 1, go. So you see that force pull the striker here. So after I've pressed the trigger will remain in that position. So the trigger needs another force to pull it back into its resting position. That is where this rubber band comes into the equation. So I'm going to connect this rubber band to the trigger so that whenever I press the trigger and the trigger pulls the striker, the trigger will actually go back to its resting position. So I'm going to connect the rubber band to the trigger so that whenever I press the trigger, it will be able to move back to its resting position. Yeah, so I'm done. So now let's see. So for me to fire the rocket launcher, first of all I need to pull the striker downwards. So when I press the trigger, boom, the striker moves to the top and the trigger goes back to its resting position, as you can see over here.